I'm Liz.
And I'm Ray.
And there's nothing going on here. I want to start it weird just for you.
That's alright. I did it to you that one time too.
Yeah, exactly. It's payback. It's payback time. So we are finally playing Death at the Dive Bar. It's a hunt and killer game. And I guess we're just gonna.
Sorry.
The death here is actually gonna be
Me?
you choking on the water. Are you done?
Yeah. I did not mean.
Yup.
I did not mean to swallow it wrong.
Anyways, I'm gonna open the box.
I was gonna say, how long has it been since we bought the game?
Like a month.
But then I inhaled water, so.
Yeah. We've been ever so slightly busy.
As in sick for 3 weeks.
Yeah. You're fine.
Now.
Anyways, you open the box, and we have. Oh, there's stuff on the back of that. Cool. Also, by the way, this will obviously have spoilers, so like if you actually want to play this game without spoiling the entire thing, maybe don't watch it, but we're gonna play it. So,
This, in theory, takes 45 minutes to
To an
60
hour.
minutes.
Yeah.
So no.
we'll see how this goes.
It is 7:30 right now.
Okay. Hello, investigator. I'm so glad you've joined Gray Investigations. I'm excited to be mentoring a new member of our investigative team, and I trust you're up to the challenge of solving this crime. Dun dun dun. Your client, Carmen, was struck.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
Actually?
No.
Oh.
Who was struggling to get anyone to listen to her before she came to us. I don't know what the local authorities were thinking when they ruled Nick Webster's death an accident. As soon as I took a look, I knew she was onto something. There was no doubt in my mind Nick Webster was murdered. It's just a matter of figuring out who killed him. Carmen's already managed to identify 4 clear suspects, each of them more than capable of committing the crime. As you're working this case, pay attention to your suspects' means, motive, and opportunity. Only a combination of 3 will reveal the killer. When it comes to alibis, you should be able to corroborate.
Why not just say English?
Words are hard, okay? Everyone's whereabouts at the time of the murder. Anyone who can prove they weren't at the scene of the crime is probably in the clear, but it's not enough to simply exclude innocent suspects. See, I can't...
Substances?
Yeah. To truly crack this case, you'll need to work out who the real criminal is and why they committed the crime. I'm enclosing all of the evidence Carmen sent. As you review her notes, remember, a good investigator... I can't do it today. A good investigator never takes a suspect at their word. You should always be able to find some information that confirms or contradicts someone's claims. Oh, and I should warn you, a little familiarity with code breaking often comes in handy in cases like this. Unsurprisingly, people with something to hide often use whatever methods they can to conceal their true intentions. I've had to familiarize myself with a lot of different variants of cryptic communication over the years. I've left you with an example of one of the most common types of codes I've encountered to help you get up to speed. But don't forget, once you understand the principle, there are a lot of different ways to apply the theory. Alright, I think I've given you all the advice I can. You should have whatever you need to find the killer if you're able to interpret the evidence. Good luck, Michelle Gray.
I just want to point out that you said evidence and you said
Leave me alone.
I don't know, but it was varieties.
There were a lot.
The word is varieties, and I'm not sure what. I think you said variables.
No
I
idea.
don't know.
Look, I'm just talking. I'm just trying my hardest.
I have
There's also
snacks.
the stuff on the back of this.
Oh, I did not read that appropriately.
They're not actual words anyways. So
That was
anyways.
an actual word. And that's the one I didn't read right.
So we're not gonna worry about all that. It's just shift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, we also have the game manual, which I'm pretty sure is what tells you the code stuff.
We should have
Right here.
probably actually maybe looked
It's
through this
fine.
before we started.
It's fine.
Welcome to Hunt a Killer. Death at a dive bar. Contained within this box is everything you'll need to solve the murder of Nick Webster, the owner of Old Scratch Tavern in Perdition.
Oh.
Okay, I've never seen that word before.
I have.
Indiana. I ain't never been to Indiana. No face.
Yeah.
Killed me.
Concern.
Mhm.
We have a
You
guest
will assume
today.
the role of a private investigator to uncover the truth about what really happened to Nick on the night that he died. Along the way, you'll investigate suspects, string together clues, and crack a few codes to unravel the mystery and bring a killer to justice, which I don't want to. Okay, so the items. The letter from private investigator, which is what we just read.
Yep.
Letter from Carmen.
Which is right here.
Newspaper article. Suspect profiles.
That's down in there somewhere.
Yeah, we should probably get that all up.
Yeah, we need to like
We're gonna
probably
organize.
organize a
This
little
will
bit.
probably be fast forward.
So I think we've got everything.
Yeah, so we'll just start by doing the
We
next
should probably
letter.
look at her.
Carmen's letter.
Yep.
In
More
theory,
reading.
we don't need that.
Okay, so Carmen's letter. Dear Miss Gray, I'm writing because I think my boss was murdered, but I can't prove it on my own. I'm hoping someone at Gray Investigations can help me. Let me give you a little background. I learned everything I know about bartending from my boss, Nick Webster. He taught me how to pull a perfect pint and coached me on 86ing rowdy patrons. He even helped me rearrange my work schedule so I could be home more when my sister was sick last year. Nick was the best. Old Scratch Tavern isn't much to look at, but it's one of those places that feels like home. That was all Nick. I guess that's why it hit me so hard when Nick died in December. It was so sudden and so bizarre. The official story is that Nick was drunk and lost his footing, but too many strange things happened in the months leading up to his death for me to believe it was an accident. The thing is, Nick had been seeing the devil. For months, he'd been telling everyone who'd listened that there was someone or something lurking out in the woods behind the bar. At first, everyone assumed he was just exaggerating for the sake of a good story. Nick could spend a whole night in a corner booth spinning yarns and telling tales. But there was no way he could be making up the creepy notes he was getting, or the dead animals on the doorstep, or the fires that kept flaring up near the building. He had no reason to, not when things were getting so dangerous. Someone was trying to scare him, maybe even scare him to death. He was obsessed with figuring out who was to blame. He'd stay in the bar's office for hours, poring over the security camera footage and scribbling notes. On the night he died, I just closed up when he came out of the office and said he finally figured it out. Before he could explain, he saw someone outside and ran off into the woods. My back was to the door, so I didn't see anyone. By the time I turned around, both Nick and the devil were gone, and all that was left was a small fire burning outside. After I put it out, I waited for Nick, but he never came back.
You want me to read the rest?
Sure. Go for
I
it.
just didn't know if you wanted me to like split it. I was just something before, but
Yeah.
I can't help wondering what I had to make sure that I was starting at the right spot.
Yep.
I can't help wondering that what he would have told me if he had had the chance. I added words to that. Sorry. After his death was ruled an accident, I went through and found all of the notes he'd been keeping about the devil and a locked deposit bag I still haven't figured out how to open. Even found proof that the devil was real, finally caught on camera. Like Nick, I had been trying to do this for months. I took the evidence I had found to the sheriff, hoping that it would change his mind, but he didn't care that Nick really was chasing after someone that night. The official determination is still that Nick slipped and fell off the cliff. But the thing is, I went to the place where he died, and I don't think the authorities even bothered to look further than the spot where they found his body. There was caution tape down on the rocks, but nothing up on the top of the cliff. The ground near the ledge didn't look like it had been disturbed since Saturday night, and if the authorities had been there, there was no way they'd count out foul play. Someone in a devil mask really went there that night. Whoever it was pushed Nick off that cliff. The sheriff may not believe me, but I must be making someone very nervous by looking into Nick's death. I've started to get threatening letters just like the one Nick was getting before he died. I'd be lying to say I'd be lying if I said I'm not scared. But those threats also prove I'm onto something, don't you think? I know I'm close, but I've still got questions I can't answer. I'm sending you all the evidence I've collected in hopes that you'll be able to do what I can't, and bring my friend's killer to justice before it's too late. Sincerely, Carmen Rojas.
Okay.
So not Carmen Sandiego.
No. You want to put that over here?
Maybe.
Is there anything? Okay, nothing on the back.
666.
Oh, of course.
I'm just looking. I'm guessing how many is on the deposit bag.
There's also.
What
these
is
numbers.
the likelihood that it would be 666?
I doubt it. They couldn't make it that easy, right?
You'd be surprised. No.
No.
What is the address on the other one?
It is 562. And then the area code, by the way, is 60652.
Yeah, there's only 3 though.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically the same thing that we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
did. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that his notes are gonna have this or
Mhm.
something that he's done. There's
Right.
like nothing in here unless it's all paper. Just-
Yeah, there is stuff in there though.
Okay, where do we want to go next?
Possibly look at suspects.
Oh yeah, we could do profiles.
Yeah.
See who we're talking to.
Yep.
I don't trust the last 2. I looked at their pictures.
Okay.
I need to switch before my leg falls asleep.
Okay, so that's Donna, Joanne.
It's just Joe.
Oh. Leave me alone.
See,
Chris.
I don't trust Chris.
Chris Thompson. Carrie Webster.
Yeah, I don't trust those 2.
Okay. Oh, that's his wife.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust her.
Yep.
Sorry, anytime I see 3 numbers, I'm just gonna automatically put them in there.
I also just want to like look at this.
333.
Yep. Cam 3.
We should probably continue talking as we do this.
Yep. I'm
Um,
just looking at things. Obviously, there's
okay.
a freaking person in the background up there. I don't think that's anyone that's actually in here, so I can't really tell. I don't
Sorry,
know if
I'm
it's
like-
gonna have a ton of importance yet, but that's just a double mask.
No, there's it's like a person, and you can see the eyes. I don't think it's her. It could be her. He's like the most suspect. So maybe we should. Yeah, he's the most. So let's start with Chris Thompson. 1992, June 28th. Actually, he's obviously a male because I keep saying he. He's 5'11", which I'm gonna check his
See how
height.
that works now.
Okay. White, blonde, brown eyes, no
Obnoxious.
aliases. He doesn't even have an alias.
Okay.
Um.
That's gonna be fun to do later.
Mhm.
I feel like we should have had.
Sorry, I keep putting food in my mouth.
I feel like we should have probably brought like scratch paper or something to write things on. but-
Probably.
I have my iPad that could work. We can take notes on my iPad if we need to. Went to high school with my sister. She says he was popular, but had a reputation of a ladies' man, very outdoorsy, wanting to hunt and fish, whatever's in season. Went to talk to him in the sheriff's office on Tuesday. He confirmed that Nick's blood and alcohol level wasn't off the charts. .06 is tipsy, but not seriously impaired. When I pressed him for more info, he told me the details aren't being made available to the public. Said Nick's death was tragic, but accidents just happen sometimes. Yeah, right. Visited him at home, seemed annoyed at first, but let me in. Probably didn't hurt that I brought pizza. Snooped around a bit while he was in the kitchen getting plates and stole an open envelope that was at the bottom of the pile of mail on the table. Mostly talked about hobbies. He's in the hiking club too, apparently. Said he's been helping Sherry with some stuff around the house. Just trying to be a friend in her time of need. On my way out, I took a peek into his car and noticed something that might be useful. Ran into...
Only one suspect.
Huh? No, there's, I think, 3.
Not suspect. I mean, how many killers do you think there are?
Probably just one. I think it's just one because this is the easy mode one, and I feel like they keep it to one killer. That would be mine.
I don't know, my brain thinks that
No,
Sherry
it does.
and Chris are in on it.
It does say that there's only one killer because you
Oh,
have
okay.
to find the specific motive, opportunity, everything to match up to one
Gotcha.
killer. Ran into him at the Limestone Diner, gave me a bunch of platitudes about moving on with your life, as if he has any idea what I'm going through. After he was done condescending to me, he went to pay his bill and left his pocket notebook sitting out on the table. Couldn't resist tearing out a page. Too bad I didn't get more. So that's the police notes, right?
This is what I'm looking at. So
Yeah.
these notes.
I'm assuming that's what that is.
Red Honda was pulled over. Silver Lincoln was pulled over and cited. Blue Cadillac and black Lincoln were in a collision on Hawkins Road.
Also, by the way, he was very upset that the page was stolen. Showed up at my house later that night, scared me half to death, banging on the door, accused me of theft, threatened to press charges. I know he won't. If he couldn't even figure out that Nick was murdered, there's no way he'll be able to prove anything.
Who has the red Honda? Silver Mercedes? Yep. So she got pulled over
Right?
and cited. So she has an alias.
None of them have
Ish.
a red Honda.
She has an alias-ish.
Okay. There is no red Honda.
None of them?
No, none of these people have a red Honda.
That we know of, because we haven't read that part yet.
Yeah. Well, it does say the vehicle.
Yeah, but they could have been borrowing somebody else's car.
Dang. Arrested for assault and trespass.
Yeah, I don't think it was her.
Yeah. One no contest divorce.
I keep eating snacks as they're talking. I'm sorry. This is probably really boring.
Oh, she also has. She was arrested for
What does this
shoplifting
mean?
twice. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. 81223.
Which phone number is it?
I don't know.
Are there
Does
phone
it
numbers?
say numbers? I don't think it says phone numbers, which is kind of ridiculous. You should probably put
What happens if we
phone
call
numbers. I wonder. I bet you it's like a line that isn't registered or anything, or they registered it. You should call it.
it? I'm so scared to call it.
If someone actually picks up, just like hang up.
And then they'll be like, why do people keep doing that? I'm so scared.
Unless they've like registered this phone number, that could be something useful. Like what if it
Can you
wants
still
us to
star
call?
69 things?
Yes.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's 812.
202. 6104.
Your call cannot be completed at
Yeah, so they've. Yeah.
So it's an unregistered number, which that would have been such a cool like clue.
Thing if they would have. Yeah. That would have been easy to do too. Like just get a flip phone or something. Or they've got money to do a phone.
Yeah, exactly.
They've
my
got
point.
the money.
Okay. Ruled an accident. Sorry, I'm just looking at this.
Mhm.
Sheriff's office announced that on Monday that it was ruled an accident. I'm summarizing, not reading it in depth. Sorry. According to the sheriff, he fell to his death early hours of Saturday morning, likely minutes after leaving the tavern. Why would he be walking outside at 3 o'clock in the morning
Right?
in the forest?
Because he saw.
Exactly. There's no way that's... It was dark, unfortunately, and he just lost his footing. Legs. Neighbor discovered his remains at the bottom of the Devil's Well, a local waterfall, on Saturday morning. This is not the first misfortune to befall Webster and his tavern in recent months. So they've had other issues.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we knew that, but like, in July,
Why is this the only person that
nothing
has
was nothing of value was stolen, but there was a thing of petty burglaries, and so people were robbing people, and nobody did anything about it.
I need the crime scene.
Yeah, go for it. Recently, there's been a series of small fires, which you've been heard about, and other disturbances. They've called the cops 10 times in 7 days, and nobody did anything. Typical.
Okay, so it's this one.
Carmen feared somebody was out to get them. How do we know it wasn't Carmen?
This is the boot. It's a men's shoe. But that does not mean a woman can't
Yeah, I was
wear
gonna say,
men's shoes. Just say.
whoever's wearing I was gonna call them Doc Martens. Those are not Doc Martens.
Word River. Oh,
He's
really?
a cop.
Yeah. Did you just notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be his shoe.
Unless he just wasn't in
That one's gonna be more of his shoe.
So that's definitely that.
Yeah. But I'm saying he was not on the crime scene
Yeah.
wearing this shoe.
That Landon is in there as well. So someone wanted to talk to him at 11 p.m. at Deversville on Wednesday.
Which is when he died.
Yeah. That's what that is.
So he didn't die in the wee early morning, like this says. So was it the sheriff? It was Chris. See? And we're back
Maybe.
on Chris again, because somebody was out to get him. The circumstances of his death led them to speculate that the fall might not have been accidental. The sheriff was adamant that it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Also,
gotta be
by
one
the
of
way,
his cops. I'm sure my deputy would have discovered any signs of foul play.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at someone who was a little worked up, who had a drink or two. It's tragic and accidents happen. The widow, Sherry, said in a statement, I have faith in the old sheriff's office. I'm so grateful for their help. Nick was the love of my life. I don't know what I'll do without him. Sus. Mrs.
By the
Webster-
way, he said that he wasn't that drunk because it was like a .06 is tipsy but not seriously impaired, and she says that he was drinking a lot.
He was the deputy was the first one on the scene.
Yeah.
So, I'm just like eating snacks.
Yeah.
Mrs. Webster did not address whether Old Scotch Tavern will reopen. The Perdition residents will surely miss their favorite neighborhood barkeep. Carol Neubauer, a member of the Perdition Billiards Club, said Old Scratch to the pool championship won't be the same without Nick. Donna, another suspect. So we've talked about Sherry, talked about Chris, talked about Donna. Who's the other one? Joan?
Yeah.
Joan has not been mentioned in this article once. And they said there's only 3 suspects.
There's gotta be some reason because it's literally just their name and since 2000.
There's
What
probably
is
when
that?
they got married.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, why is this important now? If there's
Look at
nothing
that.
else on it.
Donna Goddard
Oh.
said, this is heartbreaking. Nick made the best old fashions in town. I know I won't be the only person having one in honor tonight. She just focused on drinking. And then funeral.
Alias? You said there was an alias. Sherry had an alias.
Is it alias or was it
I don't know.
alibi?
You said it. You said it, Nami. You said she had an alias.
No, I think I said no alias.
That was for someone else.
None.
Oh, that's not Sherry.
No.
Sherry. Oh, that's her maiden name.
Yeah.
I was
so
gonna
just
see if these matched up any of these
Well,
names with people that.
we're supposed to have 3 suspects, and they did not mention Joan once in this article.
Right.
So she might be cleared.
Maybe. Or
Oh, just kidding, found her. New developments for Devil's Well. Oh.
not. Going to the Spanish ceremony out by Devil's Well tonight. Some flyers for young talent. Sounds cool, but I don't want to get murdered or whatever. Anyone know who's organizing it or what their deal is? No idea who's running it, but it wouldn't hang out. No idea who's running it, but I wouldn't hang out.
No, I mean to say that you're reading quietly at the same time as me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is the important part.
Yeah. So she was doing developments. Mendes
Okay.
Town Council meeting.
Right.
Preliminary
You got it.
hearing
Preliminary.
about selling parcel of Munips.
Yep. And I can't talk today, huh?
But I have a stutter. Threats against council members. A meeting scheduled originally for 30 minutes continued for over an hour when Joan Campbell stood up during the question and answer period. what? The tone of discussion quickly became tense. Campbell identified herself as a founder and sole member of Save Devil's Well Foundation, an organization she claimed
Interesting.
is devoted to protecting the wilderness around Devil's Well. Campbell accused the council of accepting bribes and claimed that Devil's Well is a sacred site that deserves official protection. She ended up threatening to come to the counselors' homes and do to you what you would do to our environment. Yikes, a doodle doo. Security attempted to remove Campbell from the hearing. She resisted. No one was seriously hurt. None of us expected it to get so ugly. The proposed sale would include roughly 600 acres of land, most of which was old grown forest, as well as several residential and commercial properties. There is no word yet about the purpose of the sale, but Lynch stated that the council considers the deal advantageous. We think this could greatly enrich our town, but of course, if everyone is against the deal, we won't go forward. This has absolutely nothing to do in connecting Joan to Nick. So unless her stuff, should we read Joan's?
Shelby Lynn. Hold on.
Okay. She was on Eagleton
Hey.
Creek.
He's the one that was. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Okay, so this was them talking about who's going to the ceremony. Just talking about who's going to the ceremony, and a bunch of people are like, "Oh, I can't make it. Oh, I might try to be there." Blah blah blah, blah kind of thing. And this person goes, "Update. So I wound up going by myself, and it was totally bonkers. I got there at like 3 in the morning, and it was just me and this lady with a basket of herbs. We spent like 30 or 40 minutes burning herbs and chanting. At one point, I heard something crashing around in the underbush, and got worried she'd actually summoned something, but I guess it was just an animal or whatever. Then she hands me the shovel and tells me to start walking. I thought she was gonna kill me for sure, and said she made me pick up a dead fox off the side of the highway and carry it over to this old dive bar. She made me put the fox on the ground by their mailbox, and then she covered it with the ashes from the fire and yelled for Vinegar Tom, whatever that means. After she thanked me for helping support the cause, she asked if I need to get back to my car. Anyways, I guess perdition has its very own witch, but at least I didn't die, so I would go again. And this, if you live on Carmichael Road and want to sleep through the night, good luck. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night because my neighbor's inconsiderate girlfriend shows up at his house at all hours and disruptive as possible.
It doesn't just say inconsiderate girlfriend. She's just not
I
saying
know.
the words.
Yeah. I'm also gonna kind of skim. She turned all the lights on, which shine right through my bedroom windows. I don't know what possessed her to start playing music so late, but I assume it was intended to annoy me personally. Thankfully, it stopped after a couple hours. This isn't the first time. You should be ashamed of yourself, but they're determined to make a mockery of law-abiding residents. Someone says, "Oh, so that's what all the noise was around 2:30 last night."
Who's on Carmichael?
The cop.
At 2:30?
Yep. A girl came over.
You don't got nothing. Is that on the 7th? Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything at that time.
Right.
But he was on shift.
But his girlfriend came over at 2:30 and made a bunch of noise and played music, and they were beating
His
him.
girlfriend?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking too. I think his girlfriend might be Sherry.
Mm-hmm. But I also think
the
that
animal
Sherry.
thing is interesting.
I think that's Sherry.
I was thinking that too.
And I still think Chris did it. I still think Chris did it.
Okay.
I wish we could just be like, okay, we figured that part out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we did at least figure out whose boot that was. Or not whose boot that was, but what type of boot that was. So that's one thing. What's on the back of this? The date you can't forget.
2004.
Maybe. No, because it's 2 things. That's gotta be.
Oh. The date you can't.
12/7.
I just had to double check.
Yeah.
I had to double check it was not 9/11.
You can't forget. Did you say 9/11?
I did.
Oh,
It's not
because you
9/11.
should never.
It's not though.
Try 12/7.
Yeah.
Just to see.
That is really rude.
If it freaking opens. Okay. What's another date? Is there anywhere in here that says what day they were married? Like the literal. Because the year is one thing, right?
Here we go. Okay, sorry. I was trying to figure out how she was even remotely connected to him. Yes, yeah.
The year is one thing.
So 4.
So that could be it.
I feel like
Because
we're
it
getting
would,
ahead of ourselves, but also not at the same time.
it's a big thing. But I
She
feel
looks
like that would make
way
sense.
older than somebody who was married in 2004. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Favorite regular at Old Scratch, comes in 3 to 4 times a week, kills at karaoke, mops the floor with competition at pool, always tips well.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Is there anything on where these were?
Handled the sale of the
Toyota.
farm.
Who has a Toyota? Who has a Toyota?
Not her, she's got a Benz. Toyota.
It's his freaking boots.
How is it his boots though? If he were a cop on duty, I mean that makes more sense than if he were a cop on duty.
These
he'd wear
match.
different
Those
boots.
are these boots.
And he's got a Toyota.
Toyota. Because I was like, how are we gonna figure out who that is? There's a freaking Toyota thing right there.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay,
So it's his boots.
but that also makes sense if he was working
Mhm.
and he was the one who discovered the body. Oh no, my candy is all gone.
Either way,
Anyway,
those just don't seem very cop boots.
well, no, but if he's gonna commit the crime, he's gonna have backup pair of
Right.
shoes. Especially if he's gonna be the first one on the scene.